Welcome to the JS Self Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast, a weekly conversation about self care, personal development, and all the small decisions we can make to become the best possible versions of ourselves. I am your host, Janelle. I am a social worker, a self care life coach based out of New York. For more information, make sure you visit my website at jsselfcare.org. I want to welcome my new listeners, and I also want to welcome my returning listeners. If you can please share this episode, because there's someone in this world who needs to listen to this episode. I also want to personally thank you for making the JS Self Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast part of your weekly routine. I truly, truly appreciate you. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This week we will be discussing holiday self care. This is week 5. Next week is the ending of holiday self care. It's very, very, very important that we take care of ourselves, even more during the holidays. I hope one of these self care tips are helpful to you. Happy holidays. Stay safe and wear your mask. Don't forget to practice social distancing and boost your immune system. The holiday season is traditionally viewed as a happy time to spend with family and our loved ones. Guess what? This is not always the case. For some of us individuals dealing with the enormous amount of stresses going on with COVID and the election, the holidays, and most of all, the vaccine. These stresses makes the holiday season unenjoyable. And we all know that we can't have that, especially when we are taking care of ourselves. Instead of having another unhappy holiday, I want you to recognize that it's perfectly okay to spend the holidays with people who make you happy, who feed your soul with warmth, even if they're not family. For some of us, the holidays can lead to us feeling depressed, and our anxiety levels have gone through the roof. This time of year is supposed to be a happy time of the year until something we dread happens. What is there to be depressed about during this holiday season? Some might wonder. Oftentimes, families bring forth memories and discuss goals for the upcoming year. But these types of conversations can be overwhelming for people who suffer with depression. While severe depression may occur any time of the year, the winter holiday season can be especially difficult for some of us who suffer from clinical depression. If you are having these feelings, know that you are not alone and it's totally okay to feel this way during the holidays. Know that it's okay to know your limits and excuse yourself from the festivities, to take some time to yourself and use some of these self care tips. Our first tip of the week is let it out. Tell someone how you're feeling. We all know that the holidays can bring up some real emotions and discomfort. Some of us are feeling stressed about money. Some of us are feeling stressed about paying our bills. Some of us are stressed because we can no longer socialize with our loved ones up close and personal. Some of us are stressed because we are being forced to go within, and that's scary within itself. Some of us are missing a departed loved one who has left us. Maybe we're dreading spending time with difficult family members. Whatever it is, let it out. The absolute worst thing you can do is keep everything in. So I want you to talk to someone. You can talk to me, a friend, a therapist, a family member. Just talk to someone you can trust to provide you with a safe space to vent and to be your soundboard. I am that soundboard and I want to be your self-care life coach. This next one, I probably said this one throughout the weeks, but this one is important. Make healthy choices as much as you can. If you want to eat the Christmas cookie, by all means, eat the cookie. You can't live a life of constant restriction. You can live a disciplined life. The holidays is a time to give yourself small allowances, and it's okay to treat yourself. Maybe you could eat the cookie. Once you're done eating the cookie, go for a walk. Maybe you could eat the cookie and get on your treadmill. All you have to do is watch your portion sizes and make sure you jump back on your health wagon the next day or a few days after you eat the amazing cookie. As a rule of thumb, make healthy choices majority of the time, and just remember, too much sugar and salt can most definitely impact your motivation, your mood, and your energy. Here goes a small disclaimer. I just gave you another great reason to indulge in moderation. Eat the cookie, but make healthy choices. This next tip is we're going to carve out something, but we're not carving out any turkeys. I want you to carve out time for your self care. I can't overstate the importance of self care during the holidays. You're probably saying, Janelle, I got way too much to do within the next 2 days. Janelle, how can I actually carve out time to take care of me? Nobody got time for that self care stuff, Janelle. I am here to tell you that during the time you are crazy busy is when you need to make time for self care. So I want you to make sure you schedule time for you this holiday season. Even 10 minutes spent with you can positively impact your mental health. And it's enough time to go outside and breathe in the fresh air. You can sit in your self care area and meditate. You can even indulge in a quick workout or chat with a loved one to hit that reset button. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have no choice but to carve out that time for your self care. Now that you done carved out your time for self care, I want you to practice meditation and mindfulness no matter what. No choice. Find a small space in your home and call it your self care space. In your space, I want you to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate or you struggle with meditating, go to YouTube University and type in the search bar guided meditation. It can help you stay focused. The more you use guided meditation, it will teach you how to meditate on your own, and you will also learn mindfulness. Mindfulness is a fantastic tool that helps you stay focused on the present, and it also has the power to make you more self aware. Meditate as much as you can. It will keep you calm during the holiday season, known as the hustle and bustle. Meditate, practice mindfulness no matter what. Next tip is very, very important. And if you don't have words of affirmation, I want you to get some or create your own. It's super good when you create your own. But recite affirmations as often as possible. Words of affirmations are any spoken or written word that can confirm, support, and uplift you. Affirmations is the act of affirming. Saying and writing daily words of affirmation can be a great way to center yourself, and it also helps align yourself with intention for how you want to feel and show up for yourself and others during the holiday season. Try reciting, I breathe in calmness and prosperity. That's a great affirmation, takes you less than 30 seconds. I breathe in calmness and prosperity. Or you can pick one of your own affirmations. For me, I say a lot, especially when my behaviors are out of whack. I got to say to myself, Janelle, when you know better, you do better. Are you doing better right now? Sometimes we got to check ourselves. So the fifth one is recite affirmations as often as possible. Just breathe in calmness and prosperity. That's all. Something simple, but I want you guys to start working on your own words of affirmations. Our next one is be active and exercise. Movement is the key to self care. I must confess, I struggle with movement. I struggle with eating right. I promote self care, taking care of your mind, body, and soul. Before the holidays, I mastered taking care of my mind and my soul. I have not mastered taking care of my body, which is essential when you're talking about self care. Let's start a journey to taking care of our bodies. Implementing daily movement can help you relieve stress and anxiety. It can boost your energy and work off those daily and holiday treats and just feel better all around. I say all around, I mean our mind, body, and soul. That is the full compass of taking care of ourselves. Going forward, the goal is to fit physical activity where you can. Physical activity does not have to be super intense or take a ton of time. Even a 5-minute walk, or instead of taking the elevator, walk up the stairs. This will give your body the full activity your body needs to increase your overall stamina. Our next one, it sounds so simple, but sometimes it's so hard for people. Say no. Say no with no explanation. Feel comfortable with saying no. It's easy to stretch ourselves way too thin over the holidays by saying yes to everything. While I encourage you to say yes to all things that are important to you, I want to also remind you to be kind to yourself. I want you to guard your time. So, what I want you to do is to politely decline any and all things that drain you or feel stressful to you. It's very hard to say no for some of us. So I want you to write the word no on a piece of paper and start practicing the word no. Say no out loud. No. Say no to everything that does not sit right with your soul. Our next one is sleep, aka rest. Rest is not an option, resting is mandatory. It may be tempting to scroll through Facebook and all your social media apps. It may be tempting to do some late night shopping in hopes you can get them last minute gifts, or trying to stay up late wrapping gifts, celebrating, and cooking, baking. You get what I'm saying. If not, I'm saying we stay up late trying to finish our mile long to do list. I want you to understand that adequate sleep is critical for us to feel our best. When we are taking care of our mind, body, and soul, adequate sleep also helps keep our immune system strong because no one likes to get sick. Aim to catch between 7 and 8 hours of sleep. It's 24 hours in a day. Between 7 and 8 hours, you need to rest so the body can reset itself. The body needs a full charge to be its exact perfect self. Our next one is drink water, stay hydrated. We tend to underestimate the importance of adequate water intake, and we forget to hydrate altogether when we are too busy. If we don't hydrate, we will get dehydrated. Dehydration can take a huge toll on our body and make us feel downright crappy. Aim to drink water. Aim to walk around with a bottle of water for when you are feeling high and dry. I personally sleep with a bottle of water by my bed. So when I wake up with cotton mouth and my body's telling me you need some water, I sip some water. I drink it and go back to sleep and I feel so much better. You can also aim to drink half of your body weight in ounces per day. For instance, if you weigh about 150 pounds, you should drink about 75 ounces of water throughout the day. 75 ounces is about 5 bottles of water, which is about 16.9 full ounces. If you hate the taste of water, infuse it with fruit, not canned fruit, fresh fruit, and use those natural sugars to sweeten your water. Water helps boost your energy, and it also flushes out those toxins from your system, among, among a bunch of other things. Drink water, stay hydrated. But this one is very, very important. Take your vitamins, build your immune system. This is flu season, this is cold season. There is still a pandemic going on. COVID numbers are going through the roof. This is the time people get sick around the holidays because of stress, being overwhelmed, overcommitted, and because we're not eating well and sleeping enough. Our body is breaking down within itself. Take your vitamins, build up your immune system, give your body the extra boost it needs. Whatever vitamins you take it. If you drink a glass of orange juice, drink it. If you're taking shots of black seed oil, take it. Whatever it is that you do it. Build up your own immune system. While this year may look a lot different compared to past holiday seasons, this doesn't take away the stresses that come with the holiday seasons. If you feel depressed and know that your family is not going to support you, remember that it's okay to not spend the holidays with them. The holidays is supposed to be a happy time for everyone. So I want you to stay safe, drink your water, sleep at least 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours a week, exercise, and diet. Most of all, I want you to take care of you. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. Then you will be a true self care warrior. While I hope you love listening to and learning from this podcast, it's not meant to be a substitute for mental health treatment. For those of you who are ready to get started by talking to a self care life coach who can answer all your questions about self care, I want you to schedule a free consultation at jsselfcare.org. If mental health treatment is needed, please don't hesitate to contact a therapist in your area. Self care is important and necessary. Take care of you and continue to put you first no matter what. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and rate and share. For daily doses of self care affirmations and notes to self, make sure you join the JS Self Care social media tribe on most social media platforms. Social media links will be placed in this episode note.